Okay, hello. I am Annika with pedestrianspace.org. Pedestrian Space is a media advocacy platform where we talk about many issues related to walkability, quality of life, sustainable urbanism, urban resilience, and also very central in focus in my activities there is the 15-minute city. And I am here with Ari-Pekka, who's based in Finland. I hope I get this pronunciation right. Jyväskylä.
Yes.
Jyväskylä. Ari-Pekka is a 3 times Olympian swimmer, and we met just last month in Paris. Ari-Pekka is with the current European Young Leaders 40 cohort as organized by Friends of Europe. I was very happy to be able to join them and meet all of these young leaders from across Europe for the seminar in Paris last year entitled Extremities. I gave a 15-minute city talk there. But in the in-between moments, in the social moments, I was talking with many people about this topic, and Ari-Pekka said, yes, I live this lifestyle in my city in Finland. So I had this idea at Pedestrian Space to start these sort of coffee chats, these brief coffee chats, and just to get peeks into people's lives and how you experience this concept. Also thinking very flexibly, people get really fixed sometimes on the 15 number, but it could be a 10-minute, 5-minute, 20-minute lifestyle. I think those are all relevant. So I want to start first, again, Ari-Pekka, and I'm going to try the last name, Liukkonen.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Okay. And again, in Jyväskylä, I will put that in the title, a town of 150,000, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So my first question, are you familiar with this concept, the 15-minute city concept?
Yeah, I think I've been living all my life in the 15-minute cities because I've born in Pieksämäki. It's like a small town, like 70,000 citizen moment, and I go to school by bike, and swimming pool was like just 1 kilometer away from my home, and that's how I lived like first 16 years of my life, and now after that I've been living here in Jyväskylä, and here it's the same. It's like 1 kilometer from my home to a swimming pool, and like everything is less than 2 kilometers from my apartment. So
okay, and of course there's the emphasis on the swimming pool because you are an Olympian swimmer. But what's also important is that, as you say, everything else is within 2 kilometers. So by everything else, I don't think you have children, but are you observing like playgrounds, library, parks? What about parks? I know it's snowing there. It's April 22nd, and as you said, it's snowing there. You are in Finland. But what about all these other amenities, groceries, etc.? I don't know if there's still post offices in Finland.
Everything what you said is closer than 1.5 kilometer, I think. Nearest library, well, about 1.5 kilometer, yeah.
Right, and so a lot of what I do at Pedestrian Space, as well as in my dissertation research, is about capturing what I call residential narrative, which is exactly what you're providing, a resident of a city. But you make me curious too to talk to the planning department at Jyväskylä. I really enjoy saying that, Jyväskylä. To talk to the planning department, because obviously what you're experiencing is likely the result of decades of a lot of common sense urban planning. So, and also where you grew up. So I'm very curious to learn more about the diverse Finnish urban context, small cities and medium-sized cities. Would you say, on a thoughtful note, is there anything that could be improved?
Still, there's like there's a lot to do because we have now almost 150,000 citizens, and cities is growing. Last I'm also city councillor here in Jyväskylä, and now been city council 7 years, and one key point of city planning have been now to get more apartments in the city center, because of we have one of the first walking streets with some shopping centers and restaurants and thing in our old main street, and now because of people are buying their clothes from web stores and everything like that. It's there have been not so much
Activities.
not so much people going to shopping in the city center, and that's what we need to we have to do something, and one thing we have been done is trying to get build more apartments in the city center, and get it more active like that, and of course it's what I think it's good as well. We don't need to cut the forest in the another part of the city to make some new apartments, and because we can build up in the city center.
Yeah, the challenge of housing seems universal. That's really interesting, and yeah, the increase in online shopping makes it really challenging for the brick and mortar. I understand that challenge. Okay, well, the last question I have is about how this sense of proximity that you've grown up with as well, if you can reflect on how it does affect your quality of life.
I think it's quite good, because when I've been traveling around the world because of training camps and competing in swimming, and I've seen the 1 hour cities or something like that. It's you need usually plan more what you are doing. You need to budget your time to traveling, and usually you need car if the city is bigger than I don't know what, but like if the city is big enough to have some like the quality of life, what I like sports and culture and enough people. It's in many places it's it means also distance between those places where you want to go and spend your time. So you need a car or you need public transport. Usually works with apartment areas to city center, but not between areas around city center and in Jyväskylä it's 5 minutes to 15 minutes usually go one place to another by bike or if you walk it's 10 minutes to maybe half an hour, but by bike it's usually less than 15 minutes, and it's so much easier, and I get my like doing some sports and doing some getting some fresh air,
right,
to moving.
Yeah, that's the best. Being able to, well, you're an Olympian swimmer, so your life is fitness. But yeah, I think also for the average people, that's a really good point. It's nice to be able to get some fitness built into your day. You know, I'm not a gym person. I walk in part because I like that I can get that movement wrapped into my daily rhythm. Yeah, and I was going to ask about that, and then you brought it up. So so probably buses, you have a bus system, and so reaching the suburbs, because this is where the challenge can come in. I mean, often if you live in the heart of a European city or elsewhere, you know, you might naturally have this type of lifestyle, but I think sometimes the real challenges come with when you start getting in the suburbs. So, but a city the size of Jyväskylä and 150,000, so bus connectivity to suburbs, how is that?
Here where I live, like 2 kilometers from city center, it's I think at the moment 7 or 8 buses in our between city center and my apartment. But of course, when you go like 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers away from city center, the bus transportation, there is some buses, but maybe just once per hour.
Right,
some places.
Yeah, reduce lines.
Yeah, but like I think it's if you look like 5 kilometers from city center, it's can't remember right number, but I think about 100,000 citizens living in that area. Like most most people, sorry, most people in Jyväskylä lives so close city center that it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes by bus, and there's quite good bus transportation from the apartments, and also parks and playgrounds, and some natural trails. Is usually it's less than 1 kilometer to go to. I think, well, less than 500 meters to go to nearest park, and some forest or trail in the next to lakes. We have 3 lakes around the city center, so
that's great. And also, this most people living within 2 kilometers. Also, I think you've already stated this, you're also able to there's bike infrastructure and footpaths to and from the city center and all around. So if you live in this sort of near suburbs, you're also able to walk and ride your bike if you want to all over the city.
Yeah, and if well, like today afternoon, I'm going to gym and swim the swimming pool, and after that we have a city council meeting in the town hall in the city center, and it's like 1 kilometer from my apartment to swimming pool, and from there 1 kilometer to town hall. So it's much faster and easier go by bike than car, because you can go by car, but it's you can get your bike so much closer to building park, get parking place your bike than your car. So it's much faster and easier go by bike, and I think that's good, and that's one way to make the city and city center place where people can spend their time on the streets and parks, because you don't need use so much space for roads and parking spaces for cars, because it's people who can go by bike or walk use those ways to keep moving, and yeah.
Yes, what you just said is at the heart of it. Make cities for people, not for cars. I also love that you said usually it's less than 500 meters to go to a park. So I think of all the other species and the cooling. If you have some warm summer days, you do. Eventually, it stops snowing over there.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll talk to you this summer and hear all about that. And I also really appreciate it. I know you do travel a lot for your training, and how you said you through that you experience other places, and such as like 1 hour cities where it's really a long commute just to do something basic. So I imagine it's always a pleasure to go back home to Jyväskylä and your lifestyle. I appreciate you talking with me and sharing about this, and maybe one day I'll have the opportunity to walk or bike through your city and check it out with you. So thank you very much, and also wishing you luck in all your endeavors. and looking forward to a next talk.
Thank you.